have a very special occasion to get together with our Konsulat friends and our friends from Polish community here in Chicago, but mostly from the community of Croatia and also Lithuania. Why? Because today is the first day of the membership of Croatia to the European Union. And also today, July 1st, our Lithuanian colleague, Mariusz, is taking over the position as a president. Is a shortcut. Presidency of the European Union after our colleague of Ireland, who just concluded this last Friday. So we have joint occasion, and everything happens here at the Polish Consulate. Why? There are various reasons. We have very strong feelings for Croatia. We spend most of our vacations in Croatia. My little brother was just invented in Croatia by my parents. Just a joke, but it's very, very nice. I had the privilege to organize the main celebration when Poland entered the European Union in 2004, back in Poland. And we, as you will learn later on, we in Poland truly enjoyed and truly we are happy for Croatia to be a member of European Union, finally, I would say. And Lithuania, everybody knows that we have very strong historical and also nowadays ties with Lithuania. Used to be a Poland and Lithuania Commonwealth. So I think everybody understands why we are here. We are here because we are friends all together. So welcome and thank you very much for coming. Now I would like to start with national anthems. There will be several of them. And each will be sung by another artist. And so the first, I would like to invite Aleksandra Kurzydłowski, then Rimanta Asmonaite for Lithuanian anthem, and Mrs. Iva Galic for Croatian and American, and immediately we'll start our European Union anthem by Bethlehem. So please.
Jeszcze Polska nie zginęła, kiedy my żyjemy, co nam obca przemoc wrzęła, szablą odbierzemy. Marsz, marsz Dąbrowski, z ziemi włoskiej do Polski, za twoim przewodem
with you with some brief remarks. Dear friends, distinguished guests, it's always a pleasure to host the company of good friends. We have gathered tonight thousands of miles from home to celebrate the welcoming of our dear friend Croatia to the European family of the European Union member states. Today marks a historic day for both Croatia and the whole European Union, a day our children and children of our children will learn about on history classes. It is also, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most momentous days in your own national history. We know how you feel as we have walked this path not so long ago, 9 years ago, together with Lithuania, our dear friend and neighbor, who also celebrates, as I mentioned today, another historic moment as she assumes the rotating presidency of the EU Council, the very first presidency to lead not 26, 7, but 28 member states. We in Poland keep our fingers crossed for your success, Lithuania, as we know how satisfying it was to be able to offer Europe our leadership and then hear so many words of praise for our achievements as the EU presidency back in 2011. Today, Croatia, the 28th member state of the European Union, it is the fact. Poland has long been an ardent proponent of Croatia's EU membership and rendered its active support all throughout Croatia's accession negotiations. Just to remind you, Croatia's accession treaty was signed during Poland's presidency of the EU Council, as many countries made every effort to bring and did bring the work on the accession treaty to a successful end in 2011. Our parliament, Polish parliament, supported the ratification of Croatia's accession treaty with not a single Polish MP voting against. Also, several days ago, on June 19th, the Sejm, Poland's lower chamber of parliament, organized a special session in its Foreign Affairs Committee with Croatia's ambassador at Warsaw, His Excellency Ivan Del Vecchio. On that same day, the Polish-Croatian Parliamentary Group declared June 19th as Croatia Day. And that's not the end of good news. A few days ago, the Polish government decided on opening Poland's job market for Croatia. 24 years into our successful economic transformation, Poland's economy is doing well in the current economic climate, and Poland is considered by many as a regional leader, exporting its successful transition know-how to countries of Eastern Europe, North Africa, and Central Asia. There is no denying that Poland and Croatia share a special emotional link. In fact, only last Friday, Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk dubbed Croatia a precious ally of Poland in the European Union. Our partnerships are based on shared values and similar experiences. We both experienced difficult time in history, but now we are both free, strong, and getting stronger, also thanks to the European Union. The EU membership brings notable benefits for the economy, the exports, and agriculture. The EU markets are open to our products. EU funds support our enterprises and improve our infrastructure, and our citizens are entitled to travel, work, and settle anywhere in the EU. All these reasons, and many more, make us realize that the aspirations of our ancestors are becoming a reality on our very eyes. Let us stand proud of what we have accomplished, of what makes us free, prosperous, and strong. Let us take good care of our alliances, building a strong Croatia, strong Lithuania, and a strong Poland in a strong Europe. And let's always do it with friends. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And now I'm pleased to ask to the podium my dear colleague. No, I'm sorry. I just skipped one part. We will show you two very brief videos when Croatia signed the accession treaty in 2011. It was a grassroots video. It was a governmental project. And then the response from Croatia.
Taki piękny kraj. Niedługo też będziecie korzystali z tych funduszy, będziecie mogli, tak jak my, odnowić swój kraj.
Może trochę słońca i radości w Europie.
Fajnie jest, zimno, ale fajnie w tej Unii. Welcome Croatia. Wracam Chorwacji. Będzie wam się podoba?
Piękny kraj.
Zdecydowanie łatwiejsze, przyjemniejsze. Gratuluję dla was.
Hej, witajcie.
Dobrodošli u Europsku uniju.
Croatian response.
Dan kada je Republika Hrvatska potpisala pristupni ugovor o svom članstvu u Europskoj uniji, za nas u Hrvatskoj bio je jako važan. Ali ono što ga je učinilo veselim i optimističnim bila je vaša čestitka, dragi prijatelji iz Poljske.
Wszystko w porządku, pani. Dziękuję, Polska.
Puno hvala i pozdrav iz Hrvatske.
Z całego serca dziękujemy za przepiękne powitanie i filmik. Dziękujemy, Polsko.
Pozdrav Europskoj uniji i Zagreb. Zahvaljujemo poljskim studentima i Poljacima na podršci za ulazak u Europsku uniju i vidimo se u Europskoj uniji.
Mislim na Europsku Hrvatsku.
Lijepo sami moji Bog.
Consul General of Croatia, I would like to ask Consul General of Lithuania, Mariusz Gudinas, to say a few words.
Dear Paulina, dear Elena, my dear friends from European Union, my dear friends from the United States, dear brothers and sisters from all over the world, wherever you are from, we really share the same values, and that's why we are here. I am really proud and happy today to stand here in front of you on the very first day of Lithuanian presidency in the EU and to be able to announce, it was announced already, that Croatia became the member of the European Union, member of the European Club. I want to thank Poland, who actually ended negotiations through their presidency, and that's why we have this really nice present, and we can celebrate that today together with all of you. This is really the first and very pleasant deliverable of our presidency. I hope not the last one. European Union has enlargement in its DNA. That's in our blood. So Croatia, European Union without Croatia was not full, and I strongly believe that European Union will continue enlarging, and we as Lithuania, together with our friends and colleagues, will work hardly to get another step for the other member states, new member states, to come into our union. Because this is the only way to expand stability, to expand values and democracy around our continent. This is the only way for us, Europeans and Americans, to come close together and to be together and to promote our joint values in this world. I won't speak long. I'll try to come to the end. The main priorities of our presidency are three words: credible, growing, and open Europe. So all of our priorities are in those three words. And actually, I hope that by the end of our presidency we will be able to say that we achieved something towards that. So once again, dobro došla Chorwacka. I have to say something more. Chorwacka, wyście uvijek pripadali Europejskiej Unii, and welcome to the European Club.
Thank you, Mariusz. So now it's my great privilege to ask to the podium my dear friend and the main lady of tonight's celebration, Konsul General of Croatia, Madame Jelena Gricic, Polish. Please.
Thank you so very much, Paulina. There is in Croatian, there is a line when they say, "I thought you liked me, but I really didn't know how much you love me." So thank you very much. It's very, very special. I think I'll perhaps follow the Mariusz's way. I have the whole list written, but I'll try to shorten it, because I'm the only person standing between you and all these wonderful Croatian lines and Lithuanian welcome, Polish welcome, and some other, delicacies that are waiting out there. So I'm going to go through the figures that must be done. Representatives of the Department of State, like Caudel, Office of the Governor, thank you for the letter. Office of the Mayor, Dean and Vice Dean of the Chicago Consular Corps, members of the EU Troika, esteemed colleagues, Consul Generals and the members of the Chicago Consular Corps, and that includes also JD, because you are adopted. Father Joe Gervish, Maria Duganjic-Pasic, Tom Kuzmanovic, Miki Tesher, the Vasil Plan, and the other members of the Croatian community in Chicagoland. And last but not least, I wish to recognize an honorable man, a very special and very dear to me, who helped me navigate Chicago my very first weeks in office. Professor Chorwacji. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, yesterday night, exactly at midnight, Croatia crossed the finish line on its 10-year-long negotiation process and became a full member of the European Union. For many of those who in the first three multi-party elections back in 1990 chose a European Croatia, the journey back home took more than 2 decades. Today, as President Josipovic said in the wee hours of the morning, dreams have come true, and they have indeed come true. 22 years since independence, the horrors of war and multifaceted transition, Croatia finally takes its seat at the joint European table. During this process, Croatia experienced profound changes in its polity and economy, and especially in political and civic culture. At the same time, the European Union and its members have undergone significant changes as well. And yet, there is still neither better way nor better place to invest our sovereignty than into NATO and the European Union. Never in history has the Croatian word carried more weight than now as we proudly participate in the European decision-making. Never in history had an ordinary Croatian citizen been given more opportunity to excel than now as a citizen of the European Union. Our economy is now part of the free market of 500 million people. Yes, the critics would say, and will answer both the challenges and the opportunities of this new architecture of competitiveness loom large indeed for the newcomers, but also for the old members as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the European integration project has transformed the once deeply divided continent into a common space of freedom, prosperity, and peace. We are proudly part of it. And we also congratulate the European Union for having accepted us. With Croatia, the Union is a bit bigger, a bit stronger, a bit better, and certainly even more beautiful. As we celebrate our EU accession, we remind ourselves of all the benefits of the reforms, which have made Croatia a better place for all its citizens. And we certainly do not forget our neighbors, who we want to join us as soon as they make it possible. As Stefan Füle, the EU Commissioner on Enlargement, tweeted earlier today, and I quote, "Croatia EU entry reaffirms EU perspective to all applicants who deliver on reforms and commitments." End of quote. And indeed, Europe will not be one and whole before all of them join our family. The same way our success today is Europe's success, their success in joining the European Union tomorrow will be our success as well. Ladies and gentlemen, to you, our American friends and allies, we thank wholeheartedly for all the vital support provided over the years of our transition. And we look forward to strengthening the links of transatlantic cooperation. It is with high expectations and enthusiasm that from our new position, from now on, we look forward to the successful completion of the transatlantic trade and investment partnership agreement between the European Union and the United States of America, which in my humble opinion is, as we long overdue. Success in this endeavor would make us all closer than ever, stronger and more prosperous. Allow me just a few words about a Croatian American community in Chicagoland. It is them that have kept the flame alive. It is them that have kept the values of community, the values of democracy, pursuit of freedom alive. They helped throughout. And I'm so happy today that they are with us, that they are witnessing a milestone in Croatia's history. Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that most of you, at least that travel in, shall we say, these circles, have noticed that EU has been quite prominently featured in the past 6 months in Chicago. And this is due to the significant and successful endeavors of our Irish colleague and Irish presidency, the Honorable Aidan Cronin. So I think Aidan deserved a really warm round of applause. And now I think we have a treat. It's a musical treat. If I may call upon Mr. Nicholas Phillips, please, Nicholas. Nicholas comes to us from Wisconsin, some 5 hours away. You have his bio in the program. He, by serendipity, I guess, fell in love with Croatian contemporary music. So, except for one piece composed by a woman, and you would understand why it is on the menu, so to speak, the others are contemporary, and the last one is by our president, our sitting president, Mr. Ivo Josipovic. We are very, very grateful to you for coming down to us and actually for donating your time. So, please. Thanks.
It's a great pleasure to be here. I did discover music of Boris Papadopoulos about 4 years ago, and that led to a CD that I recorded of his piano music. So that's, I think, the main reason that I have known Croatian piano music is through the works of Boris Papadopoulos, who lived from 1906 to 1991. And when I was invited to play this evening, I thought, well, let me try to find something else to play as well. And so I have a few works. This is a very short program, about 20 minutes. I have a few works by Boris Papadopoulos, one by the 19th century composer George Pjačević, and then one by the Croatian sitting president. So in the interest of time, I would just ask if you feel like applauding, maybe wait till the very end, and that way we can get through all the pieces more. Thank you so much for having me.
Znajdujemy się w konsulacie polskim w Chicago i prosiłbym bardzo panią konsul generalny Paulinę Kapuścińską o kilka zdań na temat dzisiejszego wieczoru, gdzie byliśmy gospodarzami dla Chorwacji, która została właśnie przyjęta do Unii Europejskiej.
Tak, zaprosiłam Chorwację, dzisiaj jest 1 lipca i to jest pierwszy dzień, kiedy Chorwacja jest pełnym członkiem Unii Europejskiej. Dzisiaj również zaprosiłam Litwę w sposób specjalny, ponieważ dzisiaj Litwa przejmuje prezydencję w Radzie Unii Europejskiej. To jest co pół roku inny kraj, który pełni taką funkcję. Ja wiem, że w Stanach Zjednoczonych Unia Europejska jest nieco odległa i te sprawy są dość abstrakcyjne, ale dla nas w Polsce jest to bardzo ważna instytucja, organizacja, struktura, w której istniejemy, dzięki której mamy bardzo wiele korzyści, ale w której siłą rzeczy istniejąc musimy funkcjonować. W związku z tym cieszę się, że nie miałam w ogóle żadnych wątpliwości, kiedy zaprosiłam konsul generalną Jelenę Grycic właśnie z Chorwacji, ażeby urządziła te obchody tutaj. Dlatego, że za czasów polskiej prezydencji jeszcze w 2011 roku zakończyliśmy negocjacje z Chorwacją. Był pokazany taki króciutki filmik, kiedy spontanicznie, jak Amerykanie mówią, grassroots movement, taki społeczny odruch doprowadził do takiego krótkiego filmiku, w którym młodzież polska wita Chorwację. Na co jak Chorwaci zobaczyli ten filmik, oszaleli i młodzież chorwacka zrobiła króciutki filmik dziękując Polsce. Polski parlament bez jednego głosu sprzeciwu przyjął podpisanie traktatu akcesyjnego z Chorwacją. Do Chorwacji wyjeżdżamy na wakacje. Chorwacja jest pięknym krajem, wspaniałych ludzi. Chorwacja, tak jak Polska, ma za sobą tragiczną przeszłość. Jeszcze niedawno przeżyli straszną wojnę w Jugosławii. Teraz są krajem pięknym, wspaniałym, rozwijającym się, tak też jak Polska, więc nie było żadnych wątpliwości, że wiele nas łączy. A ja też osobiście mam taki sentyment, ponieważ w 2004 roku, kiedy Polska wchodziła do Unii Europejskiej, zorganizowałam w Polsce główną uroczystość z tej okazji w Warszawie. Zaprosiłam Litwę, nie muszę tłumaczyć, nasza prezydencja była oceniona niezwykle pozytywnie, stąd życzymy, ażeby litewscy koledzy mieli wiele sukcesów, podobnie jak my, ale tyle nas łączy z Litwą. Byliśmy Wielkim Księstwem Polsko-Litewskim, Królestwem, w związku z tym nie ma najmniejszych wątpliwości, że są te wspólne związki, które prowadzą do tego, że dzisiejszy wieczór wydaje mi się, że był udany i również pokazaliśmy, że Unia Europejska, która jest ogromnie różnorodna, to są Europa, wiele krajów, Unia Europejska teraz 28 krajów, ogromna różnorodność, ale jednakże potrafimy wspólnie działać i wspólnie w tym wypadku celebrować w sposób tak piękny, z szacunkiem dla tych różnic, ale wspólnie działać na rzecz budowania silnej Unii Europejskiej, a tym samym silnej Europy, co oczywiście jest korzystne i jak najbardziej pożądane przez Polskę.
Pani konsul, dzisiaj mamy wyjątkowy dzień, kiedy Chorwacja wstępuje do Unii Europejskiej. Co pani sądzi na temat wstąpienia do Unii Europejskiej Ukrainy, która stara się o to, ale przed nią jeszcze chyba długa droga i nie taka łatwa?
Z Unią Europejską prowadzone są rozmowy i Polska jest bardzo aktywnym i bardzo ważnym partnerem ze strony Unii Europejskiej po to, żeby doprowadzić do podpisania umowy porozumienia między Unią Europejską a Ukrainą. Czy to się stanie, zobaczymy. My w Polsce zakończyliśmy przewodnictwo w ramach Grupy Wyszehradzkiej. To jest jeszcze inna organizacja, która jest w łonie Europy. i bardzo silnie działaliśmy na rzecz tego, żeby Ukraina mogła taką umowę stowarzyszeniową podpisać. Czy ją podpisze, to zależy od Ukrainy. Są, tak jak każdy kraj, który wchodził do Unii Europejskiej. Te 9 lat temu Polska czy Litwa, która z nami wchodziła, czy teraz Chorwacja, musieliśmy spełnić mnóstwo wymagań, które wynikają z przepisów Unii Europejskiej. Mnóstwo, poczynając, ponieważ ja brałam udział w negocjacjach od strony obsługi medialnej, to jest naprawdę niezwykły wachlarz problemów, które muszą być zgodne ze standardami unijnymi. Myśmy to zrobili, teraz zrobili to Chorwaci. Nie jest to łatwe, absolutnie. To jest ogromny wysiłek dla kraju, ale muszą być spełnione te warunki, żeby zostać przyjętym do Unii. Więc teraz po Chorwacji Ukraina może patrzeć, jak oni to zrobili, ale oni mają jeszcze dużo pracy do zrobienia, ale mamy nadzieję, że tak się stanie. Zależy nam na tym, żeby Ukraina była w rodzinie europejskiej.
Dziękuję bardzo.